As we age, the desire to live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life becomes a priority. While genetics play a role, scientific research shows that lifestyle choices significantly influence longevity, especially after the age of 70. By adopting certain habits, you can enhance your physical health, mental sharpness, and emotional well-being, adding years to your life and life to your years. Here are five scientifically proven habits that can help you extend your life after 70, backed by research and practical to implement. First, prioritize regular physical activity tailored to your abilities. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools for extending life and improving its quality. Studies, such as those published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, show that older adults who engage in moderate physical activity for at least 150 minutes per week have a 20–30% lower risk of mortality compared to those who are sedentary. Activities like brisk walking, swimming, or Tai Chi improve cardiovascular health, strengthen muscles, and enhance balance, reducing the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury in older adults. For example, a 2020 study in The Lancet found that adults over 70 who participated in strength training twice a week had better mobility and lower rates of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. Exercise also boosts mood by releasing endorphins, which can combat depression, a common issue in later life. You don't need to run marathons. Simple activities like gardening or dancing count too. The key is consistency and choosing activities you enjoy. If mobility is limited, chair-based exercises or water aerobics can be excellent options. Always consult a doctor before starting a new routine. But the evidence is clear. Staying active keeps your body and mind younger for longer. Second, adopt a nutrient-rich, balanced diet focused on whole foods. Nutrition plays a critical role in longevity, and research consistently links healthy eating patterns to longer lifespans. The Mediterranean diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins like fish, and healthy fats like olive oil, has been shown to reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline. A 2018 study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults following this diet had a 25% lower risk of premature death over a 12-year period. Specific nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon and walnuts support brain health, while antioxidants in berries and leafy greens combat inflammation and oxidative stress, which accelerate aging. Limiting processed foods, added sugars, and excessive red meat is equally important, as these are linked to higher rates of cancer and cardiovascular issues. Portion control also matters. Overeating even healthy foods can strain the body. Practical steps include eating a rainbow of colorful produce daily, swapping white bread for whole grain options, and staying hydrated, as dehydration is a common but preventable issue in older adults. Small sustainable changes, like adding a handful of nuts or a serving of vegetables to your meals, can make a big difference over time. Third, maintain strong social connections and engage in meaningful relationships. Loneliness and social isolation are silent killers, with research showing they're as harmful as smoking or obesity. A 20-team meta-analysis in Perspectives on Psychological Science found that social isolation increases mortality risk by up to 30% in older adults. On the other hand, strong social ties, whether with family, friends, or community groups, boost mental health, reduce stress, and even strengthen the immune system. For example, a 2021 study in the Journals of Gerontology showed that older adults who regularly interacted with others had lower levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, which are linked to chronic diseases. Social engagement also keeps the brain sharp, reducing the risk of dementia. Joining a book club, volunteering, or attending community events can foster connections. If mobility is an issue, technology like video calls or social media can help you stay in touch. Even small interactions, like chatting with a neighbor or calling a friend, add up. The key is to prioritize quality relationships that bring joy and support, as these have the greatest impact on longevity. Fourth, commit to lifelong learning and cognitive stimulation. Keeping your brain active is essential for healthy aging, as it helps preserve memory and cognitive function. Research, including a 2019 study in neurology, shows that older adults who engage in mentally stimulating activities, like reading, playing chess, or learning a new skill, have a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. Cognitive reserve, the brain's ability to adapt and compensate for age-related changes, is strengthened by challenging your mind regularly. For instance, learning a new language or playing a musical instrument can create new neural pathways, even in your 70s and beyond. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that older adults who took up hobbies like painting or puzzles had better executive function and memory compared to those who didn't. You don't need to be a scholar. Simple activities like doing crosswords, watching educational documentaries, or attending lectures at a local community center work too. The goal is to stay curious and keep your brain engaged. Combining mental stimulation with physical activity, like dancing, which requires both coordination and memory, can amplify the benefits. Fifth, prioritize quality sleep and stress management. Poor sleep and chronic stress are linked to numerous health issues, including heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. A 2020 study in Sleep Medicine Reviews found that older adults who consistently get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night have a lower risk of mortality and better overall health. Sleep supports the body's repair process, regulates hormones, and strengthens memory consolidation. To improve sleep, maintain a regular schedule, limit screen time before bed, and create a relaxing bedroom environment. Stress management is equally critical, as chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which can damage cells and accelerate aging. Mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing have been shown to lower cortisol and improve social resilience. A 2017 study in The Lancet Psychiatry found that older adults who practiced mindfulness for 10 minutes daily had reduced anxiety and better heart health. Other stress-relieving activities like yoga, journaling, or spending time in nature also work. By addressing sleep and stress, you create a foundation for better physical and mental health, allowing the other habits to have an even greater impact. These 5 habits, regular exercise, a nutrient-rich diet, strong social connections, cognitive stimulation, and quality sleep with stress management, are not just about adding years to your life, but about making those years vibrant and fulfilling. The science is clear. Small, consistent changes can yield remarkable results. For example, a 2023 study in Nature Aging followed adults over 70 for a decade and found that those who combined at least 3 of these habits lived an average of 5 years longer than those who didn't. The beauty of these habits is that they're accessible to most people, regardless of income or location. Start with 1 or 2 changes, like taking a daily walk or calling a friend, and build from there. Aging is inevitable, but how you age is largely in your hands. By embracing these scientifically backed habits, you can not only extend your life, but also enhance its joy and purpose well into your 70s and beyond.